All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia. I'm the founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. Before we begin, make sure to click on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. There's a little square there, a little icon, like I've been saying. Click there, turn on notifications, subscribe, like our videos, comment. Really do appreciate it. Again, we're trying to get to 5,000 views so we could do a live trading session together. So let's go ahead and get those subs up so we could do that together, man. That'd be super fun. Last time we did it was really fun. So and you guys made some money, so I'm with doing it again. Let's rock and roll. Let's talk market, shall we? All right, Dow futures are down 12 points, basically flat. Nasdaq basically flat, half a point. Uh, S&P futures 34.33, up about 1.5 points. US dollar 92.68, down 0.40%. VIX is up 4%. Keep an eye on that 30 level. Let's see, crude futures down 1.82 at 40.94. Bitcoin is soaring, 12,490, up 4.34%. We'll go over that here in a second. Gold futures up 0.5%, 1926 an ounce. Silver futures 25.25, up 1%. Euro dollar 11857, up 36 pips. And dollar yen down 87 pips at 104.62 for my Forex people. All right, couple things that are moving this morning. So I got a lot of headlines. Let me go ahead and go over with you. Let's see here. So big news here was that PayPal is going to accept Bitcoin. Oh no, excuse me. PayPal is going to accept cryptocurrencies to buy, hold, and sell. So they're going to have their own wallet. PayPal is up nicely pre-market. Let me see if I can get that number here on PayPal. Exactly where we are pre-market. They're up 3.36% pre-market. So that's great. I am a holder of PayPal, so that's music to my ears. Let's see here on the headline front. Uh, PayPal here. Verizon had earnings, 31.5 billion against the estimate of 31.63 billion, so it missed. EPS did beat $1.25 versus 1.22. They increased guidance. Postpaid phone net adds were lower than expected, and wireless postpaid net adds were higher than expected. I went ahead and retweeted that. So if you're not following us on GAR Capital, I mean that's where all the news is. That's the real big deal here. Abbott Labs beat earnings. They also beat revenue. Let's go ahead and take a look at Abbott Labs, and then we'll take a look at Verizon. ABT is basically up about a buck, pre-market about a buck 50. Looking at Verizon again, not a growth company. It's up about 50 cents. Big deal. And then yesterday, oh, excuse me, Nikola is also up about, it was up about 9%. It's kind of fading now a little bit from the top. The GM president was talking about the partnership on CNBC. GM also unveiled their Hummer, electric Hummer. Look for that breakout level of 36.37. That was my level. And we're back above that. So I'm gonna probably take a look at some calls on GM. Take a look at GM. Maybe 38 calls could be something in play. I'll probably take a look at next week. Take a look at that volume. So GM is definitely on my radar. GM is the ticker. Again, as long as it's above 36.37, again, with that electric Hummer, but again, it's pretty expensive. Let me connect my headphones. Let's see if this loads. Okay, great. Talking about GM's new Hummer, I think it's going to be priced about 125,000. Again, EV really taking shape. With that being said, Tesla reports today after the bell. I know you guys are going to ask me about it. Tesla right now is right around 420, 420.52. Again, my level to buy more shares is 400. So if it breaks below 400, I'm buying more shares of Tesla. Again, the main thing is their earnings. Let's see if they get the deliveries. And again, it's all about their guidance and the reaction to stock. They could beat and still fall. They can miss and still rise. So it's very expensive to trade this name. So be very careful. Speaking of earnings as well, Netflix missed on subs, but again, they had a lot of price increases today. So I went ahead and put that on Twitter as well. So it is climbing from the lows. I like Netflix long term, but again, I have a price level to buy right around 409. So I already own shares anyways, even in ETFs. So I'm not like in a dire mood to buy some more, even on this dip. Again, it's a nice little dip, but nothing too crazy about. Just to save 20 bucks per share. Not really losing my mind to buy some. Speaking of earnings, Snap. Okay, so Snap soared. Snap beat every single metric. They actually made profit this quarter. Earnings are up across the board. Me and our students, we went ahead and played Snap on the breakout on the daily and the hourly beforehand. So again, this is before the number. We were right around that 28 level, 28.45. So I told them, let's go ahead and play it together. And we had it. We had it for about, I think, about a couple days now. This was just our masterclass students, and we bought the 30 calls. Again, we were just playing technicals. We were down 15% before the number. So I told the members, let's close half the position, take a little small haircut of 15%, and hold the rest. Again, I like the fact that it was breaking out on the charts, and this is where we got. So we're deep in the money with that play. Awesome. So I'm very happy for our masterclass students. We'll probably take profit in the morning. I'll post our gains on Instagram if you like. Facebook is up because of Snap. Social media stocks do tend to run together. So Facebook is up. We actually have 280 calls where everyone was actually in dire straits. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, we're gonna lose money on this trade." But patience is key. We bought Facebook last week. I didn't get in it personally. I was on vacation. But again, our team got into it. We had a 280 calls. We were in the money for about 5 minutes, and now we're at 279.81. It's actually a beautiful breakout in this chart. They do report, I believe, next week. So Facebook is looking very, very nice with Snap beating. So keep a look at Facebook. Could be a play. Twitter, again, Twitter is actually looking like to break out. If it retests that 49.24 level, 49.25, I probably buy some options on it. I like Twitter. I actually like Twitter long term as well if President Trump does win re-election. So again, I do like Twitter here as well. Again, the social media stocks running together. Snapchat was kind of the weakest of the bunch. They killed it. So again, Twitter and Facebook, be mindful on that. That's really good to see if you're a Facebook shareholder like I am. Again, I really like that. So I think Facebook is going to break out, or already has, and Twitter is on the breakout move. So keep an eye on Twitter. Could be a nice little snack there if you get continuation. So that's what we got so far today in regards to big names to look at. I was looking at Square as well, but again, it kind of faded with the PayPal news. PayPal again was soaring. It is kind of coming back a little bit. Could be a play, but if you break that level again of 211.50, maybe you could start taking a look at some calls for next week. But for that being said, there's really not much to do here. You have to wait for that break. Peloton was also price upgraded today. I have a level of 135 for a breakout. So again, until then, I will just wait. And I also have space calls in here. And again, it's still holding that 50-day moving average. Jim Chanos, the famous shareholder short seller, was saying, "Oh, I'm buying space exploration stocks." He said he was being sarcastic. Again, we got from 24.37 down to around 23, 22, 22.88, let's just say. But again, it's still hugging that 50-day. And if you look at space here, if we go ahead and bring up the hourly, you can see that 50 days still been pretty much holding the whole way. I still have calls on space. And again, we're still holding here. It's still Wednesday. Again, there was a lot of volume on the options chart. So again, seeing some bullish plays. I like space here. All right, that is what's going on so far. Let's answer some questions. Uh, Florida Backyard says, "Woo, Snap, Facebook, big W's. Awesome. Good morning. Good morning." Yeah, I just talked about Facebook. PayPal for the 2 weeks, 212.45. Break that and fly. Yep, I just talked about PayPal. So I already answered some of your questions before you even asked it. Talked about GM. I talked about PayPal. I talked about Facebook. I talked about Twitter. So those are the kind of the four I'm looking at. Space call for next week. Yep, to see if we get that break again. Again, you're seeing higher highs and higher lows for the most part. Again, kind of a boost and then fade, boost and then fade, boost and fade, boost and fade. So maybe we get a boost in the morning. Let's see what we get. Bro, we can hear you so much better without headphones. Well, the headphones, I like to stay focused. So again, that's just me. Cat and pen. Caterpillar, let's take a look at it. Again, with more spending in Congress, I would say for sure infrastructure would be nice. But again, I would need about 171.26 to break if we do get there. The main issue is not a lot of volume on Caterpillar. Next one is Penn. Penn, I own shares in that as well. If you're looking for an entry level to buy, I have 62. 62 is my buy level. Is Eastbow long-term play? Yes, it is. Pins. Pins actually had some unusual options activity I read. So again, look at that move. Again, kind of another social media name. Take a look at that level 49.60. If it breaks above that, then it could be interesting to play. So again, pins. Pins, GM, PayPal, and Twitter seem to be the kind of the levels, the names to play today. VIX over 30, any concerns? It's at VIX right now is at 30.22. I have a breakout level of 30.61 and it keeps rejecting it. So again, if it starts breaking 30.61, then I'll start looking. But for the most part, it hasn't. Vacation was great. Thank you. Riot continuing to go up. What are your thoughts? Again, Riot is basically trading Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is up, Riot blockchain is going to go up. So again, if you are bullish on Bitcoin, which I am, then Riot could be something to play. And the option side, I'd have to take a look at the spreads if they're even worth it. Do you look at a 5 minute chart for entry and play? I don't. I don't look at a 5 minute chart at all. Disney, entry level. Okay, so I do have that here on my daily. I think I had Disney here on 116.24, this fib here. So I'd have to go ahead and place it again. I don't know why my alert wasn't there. So 116 would be a nice level to buy some more. Sure. I own Disney already. Uh, how does Beyond look to you? Own, but don't really care long term due to competitors. Think it'll consolidate back up here. Beyond is actually not bad. Again, I don't own any shares of that. I think 165 would be a good entry level for you guys to actually buy some shares. Again, I'm the type of person where I like to purchase something that I personally would consume. And I don't consume any vegan or meatless products. Not a huge fan. So again, I know people be like, oh, but that doesn't make a difference when it comes to making money. To me, it wouldn't keep me in the name. I want to own companies that I personally would want to buy. And Beyond is something I would not want to eat or want to consume it. So I think there's better options out there for me, for my portfolio personally. But again, looking at here, if you were looking to buy, 165 would be a good level to buy. That'd be your support level here on the hourly. Does Bitcoin correlate with the overall market always? Do you think it will continue to climb? I believe it'll continue to climb regardless who wins. Again, more spending, more stimulus means the dollar will go down, Bitcoin will be up. You're seeing the companies accept Bitcoin now. PayPal, Square, again, more and more acceptance. The next step is the big banks. When the big banks are accepting Bitcoin as deposits, it's game over. Best REIT for holding. I guess I use Fundrise, which is not a stock. That's me personally, but again, I see O is probably your best bet. O, or I mean, a lot of people have said I believe it is Simon's, but that's commercial real estate, and God knows what the hell's going to happen over there. So I would say probably O is your best bet. They have a consistent dividend growth. Is Bitcoin or gold a better hedge? I'd say Bitcoin personally. Bitcoin, but I own both. But I say Bitcoin for sure. A lot of good questions. One more question here. Roku. Looking at Roku, Roku took a hit with Netflix because it is a streaming name, but you can see it is above 217.10, which is my level of support. So until then, you can't really do anything here. Does Tesla have a chance? Tesla has a chance. I mean, Tesla is a mover. That's all you gotta know. I personally, let's see what happens. I want to read that conference call. I want to see their forward guidance. That's a big deal to me. Thoughts on Microsoft earnings next week? I think Microsoft crushes it next week. And again, the really question is, does the stock move with it? But I think they absolutely kill it. Their earnings are always great. Microsoft's is a fortress. The question is that do they move with the earnings? If it goes up, will it go up with it? That's really the key. That's really the main thing. Entry point for BABA. Again, if you're telling me entry point, I'm assuming that you want to buy the stock. I would say below 300 would be great, but I would say personally 280 seems to be your best bet. I have an alert for a breakout at 313.85 for a breakout to play. Until then, I wouldn't do anything. What's the D exit point for Facebook call? When you get 40%, you take money and run. That's it. We should retest at 281.61 level. We could get a morning profit taking. Again, it just depends on the flow. So we have the 280.50 call. Again, I don't have it. You guys have it because I was on vacation. I didn't fill that play. Our team was the one that sent the signal. They have it. But again, I don't have that Facebook play. I was on vacation. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure to like and subscribe our videos. Really do appreciate it as always. Thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you tomorrow for our morning note. See you guys then.